Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Tuesday. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day. And it's step 12 day. It's a netted 3. It's a Sagittarius day. I hope you guys had a great sleep. I feel like I had a lot of dreams. I just can't remember. But yeah, I'm feeling better. I am making new choices for myself when I woke up instead of just right away, kind of just, check my phone, but it's, do some affirmations. It's like, just be grateful for where I am when I catch myself a little sadness. No, I'm not doing this story. So how are you guys feeling? I feel more elevated. Oops, my microphone. Let me just, okay. How are you guys feeling? I hope it's okay now. Okay. So today is a Sagittarius day, and I'm looking forward to reading because definitely it's still we're moving a lot. A lot of stuff is happening. But April 1st, I think this is today is officially the beginning of April, and that's a new year. It's kind of deceptive when we have January 1st, but it's all when we live with nature, align with nature, and today is the first day of spring and that new year. Yeah, hi Ruby, hi lovely. Okay, getting ready to leave to have a ultrasound. Very excited, and I'm a 12-degree Gemini, so it's my step day. Oh, welcome. Oh, I say welcome. I'm sending you so much love. Oh, that's very exciting, and today is your day. And before I don't know if you can stay the whole live, but I'm just going to show you. It says, write down your goals, dream big. So today is definitely that energy of Sagittarius, dreaming big and be adventurous, and know that everything works out, right? Stepping into the unknown. But when you step into the unknown, whatever you need, always at the front of your foot. And when I say that, it's literally because this happened. So when I went to Costa Rica with Human Garage and Human Garage retreat, we went, one of the activities that we did, we went to a waterfall. On the way, Jason challenged us to walk on like the barefoot. It was quite challenging because we were just walking on the, gravels and stuff like that, and a mud. But I felt really good. I wanted to connect with the nature that way. And then I really wanted to document, like a lot of people left their phone at their place, but I brought my phone. I had a tripod, and I'm walking in bikini. And of course, there was some area where I had to use my hands. And at some point, I had my cell phone and with a tripod. And because I was wearing bikini, what I did was I put a tripod, like the stick, onto, the pant, the bikini. And as I was walking on the rock on a steep hill, this tripod slipped and fell and into the water. And I was like, in the moment, it was a slow motion. It's like, no, you didn't, because it's my phone. I can't lose my phone. And the phone was just kind of just falling in the slow motion and go into this murky water, because it was so murky because there was a storm. So when the phone went in, I just like kind of just slide it down into this cliff. And then, okay, I was so determined. I'm going to find this phone, even though this murky water and there's this strong stream of, movement, right? A movement with water. And as soon as I step in to this murky water, looking for my phone with such a determination, the first foot, I step onto my phone in the murky water. And I found it on like underneath my foot. And it's like, I felt it right away. And then I saw this tripod kind of floating. So I grabbed my tripod, and then my phone was underneath the foot, and I just grab it. And then it's like, oh my God, I didn't lose them. And then my phone was okay. It was working. It was just so shocking. And I was shaking for a bit, and I shared this with the team. And basically, my lesson was, as soon as I stepped into the unknown, it was so scary, but I stepped into the unknown with determination. And the first step that I took got me to what I needed, which was my phone. So that was very symbolic, and it was full of lesson. And I think I think you can kind of take this story as your own story, and to help you, and know that stepping into the unknown, but trust and determination, you're gonna find it, and everything is gonna be okay. So I guess I'm talking about this because today is a perfect day. It's a Sagittarius day, I believe day. So that's a vibe. And I have a lot of tasks to do. I wrote it down yesterday, and I could keep on going, just doing some tasks. And yesterday I was going through the last bit of 40 days of past life and trauma. And I noticed that I definitely have a trait of being so hard on myself and not know when to stop when I'm pushing myself too hard. And yesterday I could have done I did some of the tasks, and I was very proud of it. And I just like caught myself trying to push forward. So then I was not stopping. It's like, no, let's just rest. I've done enough, right? So I felt a lot of growth in that, because I'm so used to pushing. And maybe that's the trait, exactly the trait is in the way of my manifestation. So yeah, push and pull. We've been talking about push and pull. Push and pull, and allow yourself to receive, right? Instead of just pushing. So I'm learning that, definitely. Yeah, learning to receive. So today is Venus conjunct North Node 27 Pisces. And Venus is about the beauty and the Libra balance energy, but definitely we're feeling this Pisces energy. Aligning with destiny, Venus and the North Node make a conjunction, bringing spiritual desires back to alignment with your soul purpose. With Venus coming back to this spot, there may be perhaps be relationships, project, or investment that you are re-evaluating in accordance with the bigger spiritual picture. It's a great opportunity to open back on something that you may have missed or simply did not have the time and energy for. Fated relationship and distant interactions are very high right now, so keep your psychic antennas up. Observe what spirit is guiding you towards. So this is where we need to trust. Now, step 12, I am Aries, which indicate that Jupiter is the ruling planets of the day. Satisfy curiosity in even the smallest of ways today. You are taking this new we-go out into the world, so take yourself out in style. Feel out what the heart wants today and be open to what presents. It's a magnificent day to elevate the comfort zone. A Gemini moon will keep the energy light and curious. Explore. Venus makes her second pass in her retrograde motion to the North Node at 27 Pisces. So what may be presenting is a second look at the original intention. Let go of what may be holding up that pursuit of the spiritual mission. Jupiter, now at 16 Gemini, is asking that we surrender to the intuitive mind. It could feel like a recognition that we have had the power all along. What could be the next step be if you let yourself off the hook? I was thinking as I'm reading this, we all come with some, we've been setting some intentions and, building our belief system. But today is a good day to kind of just take a second look. Are we on the right track? And surrender, right? Instead of pushing, but also be curious and try to do something fun, something adventurous. That's definitely that energy of Jupiter, and also that Sagittarius energy. Yeah, but I'm also have a lot of tasks. So here comes my new thing, doing the same thing in a different way, smarter, more efficient way, and to find fun in every moment. Lead with love, lead with joy, even when we are doing tax return. Here comes the tax return season. Yeah, I gotta finish mine. Today's step 12 is a rolling step, which adds in a 3, I believe. This is the conscious step of expansion, learning, exploration, travel, and new adventures. This step is a connection of your heart's desires and how you're feeling. When your heart and feeling come together, you create a net 3, believe in something. So heart needs to agree, yes, yes. Feelings need to say yes, yes. Okay. So today, this is the I am Aries transit. You are creating belief about actions and response. But before you do, you must address the feelings involved. Step 2. Feelings are conglomerations of all the vibration of your soul within. The feelings that come up can serve as a motivator or action or deflector of action. Definitely. Definitely. I'm feeling that right away. It's like, why am I stumbling today a lot? And then putting myself down, I caught myself. Okay, I'll be kind to myself. The feelings that come up can serve as a motivator of action or deflector of action. In other words, if you feel about something, you are more likely to act than if you don't feel good about something. Hence, your feelings are the first thing to address today, as they can motivate you to act or to react or to fail when maybe you should have. Since feelings play such a large role in today's success or failure, you may first want to directly address any inert feelings that come up in the start of the day. If you address any negative feelings and restore your matrix to neutral, you'll be in position to use your feelings as a guide instead of repellents to experiences. I feel like I'm exactly doing that right now, but I'm also excited to kind of just go feel my emotions, right? And then when the emotions are heard and then go back to neutral, it's very important to keep listening to what emotions have to say, because this is where I feel personally failed for many, many times. So now I'm take care of you, all emotions. From there, today's objective is to use your feelings as a guide. People, situations, or events you are emotionally attracted to are signifying a direction that is of spiritual interest. Conversely, directions you feel adversity to ought to be avoided. In the grand scheme of things today, is about exploring different directions you may want to take in your life. Any real new direction is beyond your mind understanding and must be felt and explored by feeling through it. Your heart and feelings will guide you to the right path to explore today. By the day's end, you will learn something about your capabilities or options ahead. In each of your stories today, explore the options you have going forward using your heart and feelings as your compass. Your feelings are picking up on your relationships with others. Isolate your feelings from others. Pay attention to how other people affects your feelings. So that's a really good one, especially if you have relationship issues and especially if you're Libra, right? Like relationships are so important for us, and this is what we are innovating, right? We are innovating our ego in this Aries season, but also in general, all of things that coming up for now, like coming up for us now, because relationships are changing. Like people are breaking up, people are finding new friends, and we're basically finding a new tribe for ourselves, right? But as you do that, when emotions come up, like it is true for me, right? Like maybe this person trigger your emotions, but it doesn't mean that this person in this like intentionally tried to do that, tried to harm us or something like that. It is our job and responsibility to take care of our own emotions. So isolate your feelings from others. Pay attention to how other people affect your feelings. Today, you are expanding your long-term options for future education, travel, and unique life experiences. What do you believe you should learn or experience next this year? Today's goal is to use your heart and feelings to determine the next step to take in your life. If there's a direction your heart wants, but you feel apprehensive about it, Recognize the issue is your feelings, not necessarily the direction you're considering. Try to face any feelings of uncertainty before ruling out the direction. The lesson today is more about facing an emotional rite of passage than it is about choosing a wrong path. This is the sums up the energy today. If there is direction your heart wants, but you feel apprehensive about it, you recognize the issue is your feelings, not necessarily the direction you're considering. Try to face any feelings of uncertainty before ruling out the direction. The lesson today is more about facing an emotional rite of passage than it is about choosing a wrong path. So what we have to do is to really taking care of your emotions and feelings, pay attention to feelings so that you can kind of weed out all this unnecessary stuff, but yet very powerful and it's very important. So you take care of your emotions so that you calm yourself down, and you whatever your decision make from that place is a right decision. So any path is a path, right? Any path is a path, but I just want to choose a path that brings me more love and joy, and I think that's all that is, right? So we are all learning to come back to our heart and take care of our feelings. Yes, enjoy the learning. I'm learning about myself easily and effortlessly. It's time for us to stop working too hard. If you have a trait like me, to the tendency of pushing things and pushing too hard to the point you're ignoring your health, ignoring your body needs, then that's the exact thing that you're doing is in the way of your manifestation. So if you find yourself being so intense, so intense, you gotta pull it back. And that's what I'm learning, literally. Also, like I find myself, because I have a lot of voices in my head. Like yesterday, I took a ballet class. It becomes my weekly class, and that's wonderful. Ballet is awesome. It's bringing me back to this neutral position. Anyways, ballet is such an art. You gotta be so aware of your alignment. It's like my head is here. Okay, my core. Okay, how my arms, and it's so many layers and so many things to think about at the same time. And sometimes I find myself getting so overwhelmed with the information, I have to retain. But this is where I need to be easy and kind to myself, right? Like, I am just here to enjoy the class, right? I don't want to stress out. But also, this is where when I get overwhelmed, I started to ask for guidance. It's just literally like, please, spirit guide, help me. I give myself full permission to help me, because I can't coordinate. It's too fast. And that's when trust comes in, right? When the trust comes in, trust only comes when you pull back and pause and just know that you're safe to let go. It's safe to surrender and safe to open to receive, right? When you're in that state, that's when spirit can come in like this. Okay, I'll help you. And that's when you work together, and that's when you co-create together, rather than your ego mind, rather than your mind. So that's something that I'm learning, right? Learning and then getting necessary help. And I'm not willing to, I'm not just doing this by myself, right? But also at the same time, autonomy and sovereignty and something that we are all working. So we're not codependent on anybody or anything, right? Usually it's just a tool. We'll create our own reality, and each individual, this strong, powerful individuals come together and create and collaborate. And that's something that I've been thinking. So I am noticing whoever that's in their victim mindset and forever think that maybe my light is too bright or, too whatever. I'm like, I'm taking care of my emotions, but it's okay to feel this way, because I feel some type of way, right, when people are falling out, or just like have like, okay, this person is a little bit short with me, what's going on, right? But it's just part of the process. I'm finding my own tribe within the bigger pond. And I'm appreciating every moment, and right people are always gonna be there. So yeah. So that's what I'm feeling on this powerful day. It's step 3 and 1 to 2, the step 12. So today is that, actually, because we count step 0, so technically it's a day 13 of Aries. So and we are 12 degrees Aries, and we're at the second decade of Aries, where we are learning a relationship, connection with the others, our ego between their ego, in a close proximity. So yeah, we are innovating our new ego that supports us, supports our heart, and supports our mission, support our collaboration. So we're definitely taking care of our feelings when we encounter other people, instead of projecting our feeling onto them. And it's like, oh, you're feeling this way, you're doing this to me because of evil thought. So it's like, no, wait a minute, am I looking at from a right perspective? Because I create my own reality. I'm a good person. I show up with love and show up with joy. If someone is not, showing me and returning me the love that I'm emitting, and it's not my problem, right? Here comes the healing of my people pleaser. So it's a lot of layers today, but I am at this moment in the second, I feel a lot more empowered. So that's a good thing. I'm going to maintain this thought, and if I have a doubt or ego trying to, my mind is worried, what if I, I feel this way or that way, but it's all good. It's all part of it. Learning to flow. I am, for me, like spirituality is all about embodiment. Even when I move my fascia, and basically that's what I do, right? Fascia maneuvers, dance, teach dance. And I love applying what I'm learning into my own practice. But through my own practice, I'm learning more about my life, learning more about my body. And that's gives me a lot of joy. And there's a lot of purpose in that. When I take ballet class, and the teacher is just amazing. She's like, I don't know, she's Pisces. I think she sees something that we don't see. That's her superpower. So literally, her way of teaching ballet is very hands-on, and it's very much like almost like chiropractic. She will like touch me, and it's like, okay, raise your arm, and then dun dun, more of this, more here, more that, boom boom boom, and it's kind of just like building the blocks. That's what she does. And what I learned from her, I'm learning so much from her, but it's kind of like there is no place. You can come back to neutral position, but the idea of ballet, idea of moving our body, moving our fascia, is there is no stagnation. There is no solid place, if that makes sense. It's like constant moving, and somehow we were programmed that our body just kind of stays the same even when we're not doing anything. Even when we're not doing anything, we're constantly moving, as adapting. When I move my head this way, then everything else needs to adapt around it. But when you have the stagnation in your body, then it's just kind of just rigid, right? And that's how I feel in some parts of my body. But it's like my body does not work that way. It's just our body do not work that way. We're meant to flow every moment, every decisions, every angle that we take. It meant to adapt. And all we need to do is to learn to flow. And so when I take ballet class or dance, it just teaching me to flow. That's an embodiment right there. So I'm like, keep thinking about what it's like for me to keep flowing, move like water, and this water show up to the world, and being exposed to air, right? Like talking about elements, earth, water, air, fire, and then just like That's the element of coming back to nature. Be more flexible, be more fluid, and be more resilient. And if you are so, resistant to change, that's when we get like that. It doesn't want to move. And there's part of us that is like that, now being shaken up, right? So we are moving. Our foundation's changing. Everything is changing. And this is literally gonna be the normal, right? We're learning to flow. But the solid foundation you could have is you always lead with joy, lead with love, and you're always seek for inner peace and balance, right? Contrast is good. Contrast makes us, help us expand and explore. So contrast, temporary restriction, last minute change, it's all good. And that's when we flow and move ourselves more in a different way, explore different ways of moving our body. So that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let's sit and walk in powerful affirmations. And even that sirens in the background is helping us ground. So let's set the intention. Let's rub your nails, rub your hands, and let's clap your hands. Let's rub your nails, our knuckles, and let's feel your body. And I'm finding myself going really inwards today, and that's the energy too, right? We're paying attention to our feeling. Right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head, and let's visualize the color of green and energy circulate through your heart and the brain, through your heart and the brain. So breathing into your hands, breathing. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello, brain. Hello, ego. Hello, mind. Hello, body. Hello, heart. Thank you for working together in harmony, leading with love, leading with joy. Appreciate your efficient, smart work that support each other. Thank you for honoring your heart, uttermost. Hello, heart. You're in charge. I'm listening to you. I love you. I love myself. I am lovable. I accept all parts of myself. I forgive myself. I forgive people that hurt me. My feelings are valid and take care of them. I am safe. I am protected. I am secure. I am free. I receive. I trust. I am open. I give myself permission to open, to receive. I am opening myself to receive. I surrender. I let go. I move. I have a perfect balance of push and pull. Yin, 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 yang. I trust myself. I trust my path. My life loves me. I love my life. It's easy for me to let go and flow and trust. It's easy for me to create abundance. I attract. You can add anything you want. I'm courageous. I'm confident. I enjoy my energy. I flow. I am joy. I am love. Let's do 6 breaths. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. And feel your body. Today is about taking care of your feelings. And if there is direction your heart wants, but you feel apprehensive about it, recognize the issue is your feelings, not necessarily the direction you are considering. Try to face any feelings of uncertainty before ruling out the direction. The lesson today is more about facing an emotional rite of passage than it is about choosing a wrong path. So I read this for the third time because it really hit me, and I hope that resonate with you. And the last thing before we go, write down your goals, dream big. So today is maybe a great day to face your feelings and nurture them, and write down your goals. And if you already write down your goals, take a second look and feel it out. Yes, create goals that are worth going for, and we dream bigger than ever. And you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. Self-made millionaire Grant Cardone would agree, as he's known for writing his goals down twice a day. The first step in turning your dreams into reality. So stop wishing and stop believing, right? That's the Sagittarius energy. Stop wishing and stop believing. Give yourself permission to conjure up your wildest and craziest dream. Write down your goals, no matter how big or how small, will hold you accountable to take action. When deciding your dreams and goals, be sure to choose something you're passionate about so you don't find yourself giving up along the way because you've lost interest. Passion is what drives out your motivation to take the next action steps. So that's the energy for today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let's dream big. Take care of emotions, because in order for us to dream, you need to have the heart agrees and the feeling needs to agree. When your feelings disagree or have a doubts, that's when you need to pay attention, because without the feeling, you cannot manifest this, I believe. So it's all coming together. You can't skip the step. So let's really pay attention to our feelings and taking care of ourselves and be the best version of ourselves. So that being said, I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow probably 1 hour late. Normally I show up live 9 a.m. but it's gonna be 10 a.m. PST, and I hope to see you guys. If not, recording. And hi Katrina, thank you guys for being here, and have a great day. April Fools. It's a day you can lie, but you can't lie to yourself. Bye, everybody.